Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, we have no count change here, no change to the expectations. You can see that Bitcoin did rally a little bit today, slight upside back to 29.3k. That is absolutely not a game changer. In fact, it was actually expected to a certain degree, given that we highlighted the relevant resistance level here for a potential B-wave rally in the last video. So I currently see that just as a B wave with a projected C wave to the downside still to happen into the region, ideally around 28.3k as a minimum. I'd like to go with somewhere into this region here, 27,480 and 28,300. In the previous video we also measured the extension levels that are relevant, and one relevant extension level points to around about 28,100. So pay attention to that level as well. But be aware that obviously we're dealing here with the crypto market, so we have a very volatile short-term price action, and these extension and retracement levels sometimes even can go into their extremes. And they are just guidelines. Yeah, they are not, it's not like we have to go to 28.1k. But what I can tell you is that at the moment expectations are still for Bitcoin to produce another low into our yellow support area that we've now had on the chart for months actually. And this is good to see because the wave count is playing out. However, at present I cannot confirm to you that a lasting low is in place. Bitcoin doesn't give us any indication that a low is in place at the moment. In fact, it's rather that the last rally here as well was corrective. We're going to zoom in a minute, but just to highlight again, there are two micro wave counts that we've got on the chart here. The one that I primarily follow at the moment because it's just playing out, so there's no need to change it. It is basically a wave 2 correction in which we are dealing with an A wave, a B wave. They are complete, and we're now in the C wave to the downside. This C wave is a 5-wave move, but the sub waves of the C wave, basically these 5 waves, they consist of corrective sub wave structures, because we're dealing with an ending diagonal, which means the wave 1, even though I haven't added it here in detail, but the wave 1 is a corrective structure. You will see that if you go into the 5 to 15 minute chart, but that's not so relevant. But the wave 1 can be counted as a correction. The wave 2 is anyway a correction. The wave 3 is a pretty clear ABC structure here, A, B, C. Then we had the wave 4, which was not impulsive but corrective. And the wave 5 is currently unfolding, and I have it labeled as an ABC structure as well. Resistance for this B wave is all the way up to 29,780, which means ideally I don't want to see a sustained break above that level. And expectations are for the rally into resistance to fail and to, didn't want to do that, and to head down lower in a C wave afterwards. What is the other wave count? I showed it to you also in a previous video. Maybe just add it for educational purposes here because we don't need it at the moment. It doesn't add anything to the analysis. It's just a different scenario. We would say, okay, we didn't have an ABC but a WXY structure. We're currently in the Y wave. I highlighted it in yellow here, and within the Y wave we have an ABC. That's typically how it works. And we could say, okay, off this X wave high, which was here on the 20th of July, we moved down in 3 waves in an A wave. We moved up in a corrective flat structure in a B wave, and we're now coming down in a C wave. In that case, the move down would be a 5-wave move, okay? And we would just be completing a 1-2 setup and could come down in the 3rd wave, then a 4th and a 5th. Would it make any great difference? No, but we would get 2 more lows instead of 1, okay? So, but it's not anything I follow here primarily until I see evidence for it. And also, in addition to that, this C wave would also not be impulsive. It would also be a diagonal in itself, which makes it very complex. Why would it be a diagonal? Because this move down here is not impulsive. All right. So I hope all that makes sense. So basically no change to the previous wave count. Bitcoin is just following our expectation at the moment. The rally here is part of the plan, basically. Yeah, we didn't need it, but it's just there, and it is nothing that would invalidate the wave count here. These corrective rallies are always possible. Important is that the rally stays corrective. If it's going to turn into an impulse, then we can always change our view and have to assume that the low is already in, which is possible as explained in the last videos, because we have already come down into our trend reversal area. From somewhere in here, we expect the turnaround anyway, right? It's just likely that we go down a little bit lower. So at the moment, no change to the expectations. I hope we can wrap it all up maybe this week, maybe next week. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. By the way, as a channel member, you get daily intraday updates for Bitcoin, Ethereum. If you're a gold member, for various altcoins as well. Between videos, especially on volatile days, that is very popular among members. I just highlight that because I had a lot of questions recently when we had a little bit of volatility, if I could provide more updates, and there are more updates in the channel membership, but sometimes, you can't make like videos 24 hours, right? We basically already do them 24 hours, but in between you get updates and then you're always up to date, so feel free to check it out. But yeah, other than that, have a great day. Bye-bye.